Okay, here we are, Gloria, Kevin Dye Painting. I'm going to do a quick video bit. I like to do these vids just because of the fact that it lets you know exactly what the job entails. How I show it is how you see it, so you're not thinking, well, did he mean that, or is he going to do this? So basically I'll start here and walk the property. When we get here, all lights come off the building. Any knickknack, stuff like that, comes off the building. And we put them in a safe place so that we can put them on when we're done. Pressure washing is key. We have a lot of little areas like mold, little dots in there, that all of that needs to come off. We need to pressure wash with a bleach. We do not get too crazy so we're not chewing the wood. I do not use a pressure washer that is too high of a PSI, but my bleach and pressure washer will get rid of stuff like this. The whole idea is we need to make this look as if it never happened. The snow burn. We need to get rid of that stuff so that when we stain the house, it all has a really clean appearance. It has a nice, it looks like it never got any sunburn or it never got any snow burn. Basically what we do is pressure wash everything, the whole works. Like I said, lights and everything come off, everything comes off the building, and then we go through, we let it dry for a day, and then we go through and we stain. This house will be 2 coats. It is definitely in need of a stain, but you know what? You caught it at a perfect time because of the fact is there's not any heavy rot or any mold yet. So the mold is light, so it's not too bad of a situation. Basically the deck, I'm not sure what you guys are going to decide on the work that's going to happen on the deck, but for us, we go through and we would stain this deck pretty much the same as the house, unless you wanted a separate color. The stairs, if they're new wood, that might be a little harder to match since it's old wood, but with pressure wash and bleach, we could clean it out really, really nice. And I could make this deck look just like the house. I could make them look brand new. Masking of windows. We use high-end 3M film. I don't like to see stain on windows. If the gutters are put in place, we can paint them. We do this stuff every day. So for us, painting these gutters is relatively fast. A lot of stain. A lot of stain back here as well. It's just dry. But man, this is a great property. And we get on it now and stain it all up and it'll be good for a lot of years. Masking of the windows, again, getting rid of all of the bleach areas, getting rid of all the mold areas as best we can. I like to caulk in stuff like that little hole up there. That's where you'll get your bats. On top there was a lot of mold up on that second pitch, so I would go in and bleach that out as well. Again, the deck, we can make this deck and the railing look as if it was built recently, and that's the trick. All doors, I saw 2 so far. They're varnish doors, so I give a light sand to these doors and I put a coat of varnish in. It makes them look brand new. Back door was a little worse for wear, if I remember correctly. So as far as I know, that one again, sand, spar varnish, the best you can buy. It just doesn't mess around. All this stuff here can definitely be cleaned out and it'll look really nice. I can make this place look like a new home. Okay, underneath. Many times, now we have to obviously do posts and all the stuff, like the little mold has to be cleaned off. All that mold has to be removed. I often will, I like to shoot underneath the deck. I think it gives the longevity of the wood. Replacing everything is rather expensive, so I just stain everything underneath the deck. Wood will be pulled away from the house, and then we'll stain against that, and then we'll put it back. But staining underneath usually is imperative, unless you wave it off. If cost is, of course cost is an issue, as it always is, but if it's too much, then we can wave it off, because I have a feeling you're probably not doing a whole lot of entertaining underneath the deck. I do like the fact that if the spacing was done correctly, that's why this deck is probably far better shape than we thought it was. Pressure wash, stain, all the posts, everything that can be seen from the street has to be done correctly. So that pretty much is how we do it. All this area it looks like it can be somewhat taken care of. Now there is going to be the issue of how we stain the deck. If the deck has a lot of the wood that is replaced on that deck, then of course it is very hard for us to match all of it together. So for us, you know, that's something that we should discuss. My price is going to be the same just because of the fact that we're going through the same motions no matter what product we use. But if we replace a lot of the deck, then we might want to go with an opaque, which is a form of a stain, not a paint because paint flakes, but another stain that's more of a solid stain that hides a lot of the imperfections. And they look really good. We just finished a big house directly across the street from Snowflake Lodge on Blue Lake Springs Drive, and that's what we did because the deck had been repaired, and so we went in and we did the opaque. It looks really good. Any woodwork behind those gutters are going to be stripped. If you want, we can strip those gutters as well and take them to the dump, and then it will be bleached and primed and or painted if they want the fascia done, and if not, it will be bleached and it will be stained. But again, all that basically is pretty much the same price for us, but it definitely needs it. But again, beautiful home. And then I'm going to write this up today, and I will send it over, and then you guys can contact me, Dye Painting, and that's 209-480-3738 with any questions. And thank you very much for the time to look at your beautiful home. Thank you.